Hey guys, what's going on? Jeb here, and in today's video, we're going to be doing some longer-term technical analysis on Bitcoin because in this video, I want to show you guys some basic technical indicators to explain why the Bitcoin bull market is about to kick off again and why the consolidation that we've been looking at here over the last couple of months is likely coming to a conclusion. This is going to be a relatively short video, but we're going to go ahead and dive on into all of it. Guys, I do want to remind you that the sale on CT2A is still running. If you'd like $40 off on the Cryptocurrency Technical Analysis Academy before that price increases later on this month, I'd highly encourage you to check us out at the link in the description down below. But anyway, guys, without much further ado, let's go ahead and dive right on into it. There's two major technical indicators that I want to look at, and then a couple of chart patterns. The first one that I really want to talk about is this 4 or 5 year old trend line right here that we've been talking about in the last couple of videos. As you guys can see, this trend line goes all the way back, having touches in 2015. 4 years old. Some of you guys said it was a longer trend line. Guys, the trend line that's 5 or 6 years old is actually on the log chart. This is a slightly different one, but as you guys can see, this level of support, this uptrend, be it support or resistance, has a lot of tests. One here, several over here, etc., etc., etc. Even on into the current market, if we come down to the hourly chart, we can see that Bitcoin is constantly testing this level of support. And the reason that's significant, guys, is because if you take a look at this trend line, especially over the last couple of years, what you see is it almost looks like a median line, almost looks like the mean of Bitcoin's price action moving through the market. As Bitcoin moves forward in time, it generally increases in price, and it generally kind of hugs this trend line. If you guys were to draw an overall average through Bitcoin's history that would perhaps have predictive power into the future, this is it. And as we can see here, guys, Bitcoin spent a whole lot of time and a whole lot of price action above this level, and also a whole lot of time and a whole lot of price action below this level. But right around the time that Bitcoin was trying to get below this level and move to lower lows, it took it quite a while. Bitcoin had to trudge through all of this resistance around this uptrend of support and resistance. And I think the same thing is happening right now, guys. Bitcoin broke this mean and is trying to go bullish, but before it can, it really needs to just sit up here for a couple months and solidify its position. And the reason I'm bringing this up is because it seems like Bitcoin has done a good job of that. We've been up here for a long time, and as you guys will know, Bitcoin is getting very close to the tail end of this symmetrical triangle pattern, this consolidation pattern, which is obviously also, of course, a bull pennant. That comes to a conclusion about 10 days into next month, so we're probably going to see a breakout sometime around when Bakkt launches or slightly thereafter, this vertical line representing that date. We've had a significant amount of time to consolidate above this level, and now I think it's time that we're going to start going higher. With all of that said, guys, this uptrend of support and resistance is not the only reason that I think that we're about to start going higher again. It would also have to do with the fact that Bitcoin has come down and started to test a zone around the 20 EMA. We didn't get all the way to it, mind you, but we did get pretty darn close. Right down here, we pulled down to $9,300 when the 20 EMA was at about 9,125. Even though we didn't test it properly, we did get relatively close. And perhaps we see another red candlestick down here to like $9,300, $9,400 to test it, and then we have a weekly close, so the candle body lines up on it. Maybe we see something like that, but I don't think we necessarily have to see the market pull all the way down to it. As we saw here in 2017, when Bitcoin was retracing from $5,000, only the wick went down here to test the 20 EMA, but that was enough. Even going back here into history, when the Bitcoin bull market was starting, this is back over here in November of 2015, so keep this chart in mind. Bitcoin didn't actually come all the way back down to the 20 EMA. Instead, it rallied a little bit higher and then pulled back down to it. So maybe we're in for something like that, where Bitcoin rallies up to $14,000, $15,000, $16,000 again, and then later on into quarter one of 2020, then we test the 20 EMA as a pullback. No matter what happens here, guys, Bitcoin is taking a long break. It's taking a breather from 2, 3, 4, 5 months of bullish price action. Guys, this was 160 days of bullishness. Of course, Bitcoin was going to consolidate. We all knew that was going to happen, but a lot of people didn't want to admit it because people thought that Bitcoin is just going to go to the moon forever. There were crazy price targets, and I personally knew that it just wasn't going to happen. All of that to say, guys, Bitcoin is not in a bad position right now. In fact, I think Bitcoin is in a very good position. I think Bitcoin's in a very healthy position, albeit it's acting in an extremely boring fashion, but nevertheless, I do think that Bitcoin looks relatively healthy right now, and that we're probably going to see a bullish breakout. After everything that's developed in the last couple of weeks, I'm quite a bit more bullish than I have been in the last several weeks prior to those. One more thing to keep in mind, guys, that volume has been dropping off here during the duration of this longer term consolidation pattern since the beginning of July. That does indicate, along with the declining volume and the declining retail interest on one of these major patterns like this, that a breakout should be expected relatively soon. And to be perfectly clear with my terms, relatively soon means within the next 2 to 3 weeks, probably within the next 1 to 2 weeks, to be totally honest. Anyway, guys, didn't I tell you it was going to be a short one? Guys, that's pretty much going to do it for today's video. Before we do wrap it up, I will remind you that we are running that sale on CT2A. Guys, I hope you understand the reason we talk about the Cryptocurrency Technical Analysis Academy is because this YouTube channel does require funding. This YouTube channel does have expenses. It's a business. And when you guys join CT2A, not only are you getting access to quality content and you're going to be learning how to do technical analysis, which is a very, very, very valuable skill, you're also helping to support this channel so that this channel can continue bringing free content to you guys here on YouTube. So if you guys do want to learn how to do TA while also helping to support the channel, the link is in the description down below. Like I said, that $40 off coupon code will be running for a little while longer, and then the price of the course will be increasing following that. But anyway, guys, that is pretty much going to wrap it up for today's video. I do want to thank each and every single last one of you for watching as always, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.